such sights to show you.
Based on every appraisal that I have read or heard, I appear to be in the minority on two separate fronts with this film. First off, other reviewers liked the first episode the most, whereas I preferred Chapter 2. I very much enjoyed the double twist that the story had, especially the ending, which is just the right type of morbid that I like from my Clive Barker stories. The predatory nature is like something out of the Frighteners film, and you really feel for the grieving mother whose sorrow was toyed with. The thought of a skeptic having been exploited just to be handed the means for her own revenge makes for a delicious slice of irony on a dish best served cold. Secondly, a common thread from multiple sources brings the quality of acting into question. I don't know what anthology film y'all were watching, but I saw solid performances from episode 1's Jenna, from the lead dealing with psychological struggles and the hostess of the B&B, as well as the protagonist in Chapter 2, Miles, coping with loss. Now, the thief of the closing story, Bennett, had such wooden delivery you could have swapped that actor out for a floor panel without noticing the difference. I do feel the score is a bit flat for this movie, and a better soundtrack could have elevated the ambiance. I like this anthology, but I don't believe it'll do much for non-Barker fans to reel them in, which is a shame. It's apropos that the movie opens on a getaway car en route to a burglary because the film then shifts gears towards its longest story, switches lanes to Chapter 2, rounds back to the robbery in progress, and then comes full circle on Episode 1 to close the book on this anthology. It's something of a Goldilocks effect. The first episode's too slow, the tipping point of the second is rushed, so by the time the baton is passed to the closing chapter, what should have been a relay race becomes a 20-yard dash. The stop-start effect of the film's beginning and end makes for a bit of a noticeably awkward jolt and stunts its own momentum. From a narrative perspective, it's fine to interweave your episodes, just not at the cost of the story's drive.
Was it worth it? Run. Run and tell those you will what you will. Tell them there is something loose, but tell them quickly, while you still have a soul.